So a while back, my buddy LJ, Tennessee Adventure on Instagram, hit me up and said that there are some doors in Fort Worth for his Jeep that match perfect. He's been looking all over for them and asked if I could pick them up. And I said, yeah, man, no problem. I'll pick them up and we can meet in the Ozarks. It'll be a cool getaway. I've been wanting to get back to the Ozarks, check it out, because the last time I was there was back in 2017 when Christy and I went on the Trans-America Trail journey. So we decided that we were going to meet in the Ozarks. Christy and I decided that we were going to try out the Freddy Krueger campground, which is what she aptly named it. And the reason is because whenever we showed up at night. There was nothing going on. It was pitch black. We couldn't see a thing. But the next morning when we woke up, we walked around the corner where we had heard some sounded like water and whatnot. There was beautiful waterfalls. And I said, well, I got the perfect camp spot. We'll camp out there. I'll give you the doors. We'll chill. We'll hang out and it'll be nice and fun. So we knew that it was going to be cold. The highs are like somewhere in the upper 40s, mid 50s, and the lows are actually in the high 20s, low 30s. So rather than camping in the truck, I told Christy we would just camp in the tent. That way, camping in the tent, we wouldn't have air flowing up underneath the truck, and I just feel like it'd probably be a little bit warmer. We're here at the campsite, and it's beautiful. The campsite is absolutely amazing. There's one small caveat to our campsite, the Freddy Krueger campsite, that I've never dealt with. I've never had to deal with this before, and this will be a very first time. I've never set the tent up on snow. Other caveat for this particular trip is, well, we brought Austin. He looks mighty fine. Unfortunately, we were in a dry county, and it took a little bit longer to go get inventory. And that's all we could find. But one of the best things about the new Gazelle Overland Edition is the fact that it comes with this 300D footprint. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna basically lay this out, create an outline with the shovel, and then remove the snow underneath it. That way, we can have a somewhat dry spot to set the tent. We'll see, hopefully that works. And 90 seconds later, the Gazelle. Instant cabin in the woods, my friends. We got company. What's happening?
What you doing there, darling?
Well, we didn't bring the fridge.
Uh-huh.
So I'm creating one.
Got it.
Just so happens
We got plenty of snow.
The universe has given us a plethora of cold weather. Unfortunately, they were fresh out of other financial lights of my choosing, but let me tell you what sold me on the Ice House. 5.5% alcohol. That's what sold me on these bad boys, so we're gonna try them out. The good news is well, I don't need a fridge. Beers on ice, baby.
Warming up.
Some people just scrounge up what they can find from the thrift store. LJ goes and buys matching pet set for his tail. Jesus. I mean, what do you expect from a guy that drives a Land Cruiser, though, huh? 100 series at that.
So, you know, you've driven, who knows, 7-8 hours in total to get me these Jeep doors and meet me out in the middle of nowhere. And so I figured, what better bottle of whiskey to give you than Jefferson's Ocean? So this bottle is aged at sea, so it travels around in the bottom of a ship, and it's aged in different ports around the world. And so I couldn't think of a better bottle to give you as a traveler yourself than Jefferson's Ocean to enjoy as you hit some pretty big spots along your trips and travels.
Dude, you're the shit.
Cheers,
Thanks a
man.
lot, bro. No doubt the best part about camping with buddies is the potluck. In the morning, when everybody gets up, cooking breakfast. The potluck is where it's at. LJ hooked us up with some, like a total 3-course meal right here for breakfast.
Yeah, gotta eat good when you're out here camping.
Eating good in the hood for sure. So other than just being a really cool spot to camp out, one of the primary reasons that I chose this specific spot is because of this. I'm not real sure what it is that causes the water to be this color in the Ozarks, but it makes for some beautiful scenery. So the footprint on the new Overland Edition Gazelle tent is a game changer. It kept the inside dry for us, and as you can see, it's pretty dry too. Definitely recommend the Overland Edition if just for that itself. I do wish that they had made it like 2 to 3 inches longer on each side or each corner, however you want to say it. Because it's the same exact size as the Gazelle's floor, it can kind of be a little bit of a hassle whenever you're setting it up. Not much though. That's probably the only thing, but other than that, the footprint, definitely a game changer. Rain is most definitely coming. We can see it coming over the mountains, and we have decided to actually hop onto the Transamerica Trail and go west. So we're right off the Transamerica Trail where we stayed at last night. So I'm gonna go right down the road here, hop on there, head west, and try to see if we can't find another cool campsite for tonight. That's the current situation. So last time when we were on the Transamerica Trail, I drove the entire trail. I think that it's your turn to drive the Transamerica Trail some. Plus, you've been needing to get in Austin and learn how to off-road anyway. What better time than when it's filled with snow and ice? That's all right, though.
How convenient.
Yeah. How about that squeak, huh?
Yeah.
Man.
Bad.
I think it might be the belt, or it could be the belt tensioner. What I call it? The tensioner.
It wasn't doing it though.
Oh, it's all Arkansas's fault?
It's Arkansas's fault.
All too familiar sign. Now, where we gotta go is down this road, and there's actually a turnoff down this road in about 5.7 miles. 5.6 miles says it's closed, but Christy made the executive decision when given all the options,
Right.
that we're just gonna go another way and reconnect differently.
Yes.
So
We're not risking it for the brisket.
we're not gonna risk it for the
No.
brisket.
Not this round.
Trans-America Trail in Arkansas, and as we go through that, there's a spot in Arkansas that I tell people all the time, that's the only spot that I would be super cautious about taking a full-size truck through. And I think that this might be where it is. I'm not sure, but I have full faith in Christy that she can handle it. And I've also got full faith in her spotter. So we're gonna creep on down through here and see what we got. How's it feeling? Is it slippery?
It's not bad. Just snug.
It's snug. It's a bug in a rug. Austin's a beast, man. He's just so big to be carrying back here. At some point, I think I'm gonna have to get out and spot you at the end of this little trail. Yeah, so this is definitely the spot that I was thinking whenever we came down here. So, like I said, this is the only spot of the Trans-America Trail in the southeast, really, that I tell people, you know, you might be a little weary of. Come straight. Driver. Christy's doing good for her first time off-road, especially in a big-ass truck like a Tundra. Just got to work with her on, you know, wheel placement and stuff like that. To be honest, she's never really paid attention because she's just always riding, you know. All right, easy. You're gonna come down and then you're gonna go towards driver. Yeah, driver. This was the first time Chrissy had ever driven such a large vehicle off-road, and the first time she's ever been in a trail that's as tight as this particular one. And also one of the first times that we've had to work together, me spotting her and her listening to the direction. So as you can see, it's a little bit shaky here. That only gets better with time and experience. As per usual, the camera never does these things justice. This was a pretty technical trail filled with big boulders, off-camera positions, roots, and on top of that, you had to add in the snow and the ice. Ultimately, Christy did a fantastic job. I was super impressed with her driving, as well as super impressed with how well the Tundra handled this particular trail. There were a lot of times that I thought for sure it was going to scrape on either the side rails or something underneath, and it never touched anything the entire time down this trail. Now you're going to go passenger. Hold that. All right, now driver all the way. As you can see here, Pumbaa's always anxious to help and show his support while on the trail, but he does always manage to get out of the way before getting run over or putting himself in danger, which is a good thing. Driver. For some reason, I actually thought that that spot was a lot worse than what it actually is. Maybe it's because I've gotten a little bit more skill under my belt since the first time that I came through here back in 2016. Nonetheless, oh, Austin handled it like a trooper. Well, how was your first off-road driving experience out in the wild in a big ass monster truck?
Did better than I thought it would.
It actually did do
Yeah.
pretty good. Yeah. Good job.
Lots of brake.
Lots of brake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes a lot to stop it.
Yeah. It does that.
Very heavy.
I was just telling Christy it feels weird riding. Normally I'm doing the driving, she's doing the riding.
And napping.
And napping, yeah.
Lots of naps.
I ain't done no napping yet. Maybe I should catch up on my napping game.
Right.
Yeah. So we've abandoned the Trans-American Trail. Well, I hadn't abandoned it, but we hopped off the Trans-American Trail because it started to turn north. And we're staying in Texas, so we need to go south. We're going to head into Fort Smith, Arkansas, and then we're going to connect with part of the Oklahoma Adventure Trail that I just went on a couple weeks back. And I know there's some cool campsites down there, so we're going to stay the night somewhere around in the little national forest. I can't remember the name of 𝐼𝙧 or something national forest, but that's the current situation. All right, well, as per usual, we were pulling up to yet another campsite, and it is absolutely pitch black dark. Sounds like there's some water over there, but it's probably just wind because we are in Oklahoma. So we left the Trans-America Trail earlier, headed into a little town, got some gas, got some dinner, and then we hopped on the what KC likes to refer to as the high-speed goat trail and hauled ass to the Oklahoma Adventure Trail. And we are now in the 𝗦𝗫𝐿, I think is how it's pronounced. It's spelled with an O and no W, so I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm just going to call it the 𝐼𝙧 because we out ya. On the eastern portion of the Oklahoma Adventure Trail and of Oklahoma. It's really pretty through here. This is one of the few areas of Oklahoma that has mountains. Some would consider this area western Arkansas, but it's along the Oklahoma Adventure Trail, which I did not too long ago. If you haven't checked that video out, make sure that you check that video out. Oklahoma has some pretty cool spots in it. This is one of the cool spots. So we're setting up camp tonight. Not really a whole lot to do. We're just going to chill. In the morning, I don't know if we're going to get up and hit any of the Oklahoma Adventure Trail. We're probably just going to hop onto the interstate and go straight home. We'll kind of figure it out and play it by ear. But that's the current situation. Now, unlike most of the time, we did take Austin. We didn't take Apple. So we don't have any kind of food with us. Normally, we'd have a fridge. About the only thing we've got, well, the only thing that we have is a leftover pork chop, unless Puma's already eaten it. The baked potato, unless Christy's already eaten that. Oh, okay, he ate that. So we don't really have a whole, we don't have any food.
We have coffee.
We got coffee, which is the important stuff. Coffee and beer and water. So we're good on that. But yeah, that's the current situation. So I will see you guys in the manana. Is it just me, or does the gas cover look like Guy Fieri like that, huh? I think it kind of looks like Guy Fieri. Yeah, so I thought we didn't have any food, but I forgot. We had stopped by Bill and Wanda's Wagon Wheel over in BFE, Arkansas somewhere. I got a leftover fried pork chop Christy didn't eat, and Puma thought was his, but he's wrong. Good morning, what's happening, and welcome to another beautiful day here in the middle of the woods. We are off the Oklahoma Adventure Trail in the 𝗦𝗫𝐿 National Forest, I think is how you pronounce it, but it's spelled with an O, not with a W. I call it the 𝐼𝙧 because we out ya. And enjoying the beautiful weather. It's probably low 40s right now. It got down to mid 30s, high 30s, something like that. Yeah, just chilling. It's the current situation. This is a bummer no matter where it happens. But if you find yourself out in the middle of the woods and this happens, it can be a critical situation. Not too long ago, the folks over at Wagon Tech sent me out the Ion Boost V10. And the Ion Boost V10 is basically just a small jump pack. Comes in this nice little case. If you remember, you used to have to carry like a 40-pound, 50-pound box around for a jump pack. This is your new jump pack. The Ion Boost V10 is big enough to start a 7.8-liter V10 gas motor or a 6.7-liter diesel. I've used it to start Apple, my 4Runner. I've used it to start Austin, as you're about to see here in just a minute. And I've also used it to start a V10 powered camper. And this thing works great. Now, I will say that you can only jump off one time before you have to recharge it. So make sure that it's fully charged before you go to use it. You could also use it, as you see, as a power bank. It's got 2 USB ports right there. But I don't recommend using this as a power bank as much as I recommend using it as an emergency jump box situation. If you use it as a power bank, then whenever you need it, it might not be charged, and then you won't be able to jump off your vehicle because it does need to be fully charged. This is a great resource to keep handy with you because, like I said, no matter where you're at, it sucks to have a dead battery, but you might find yourself in a situation where having a dead battery could be critical to your health and well-being. Make sure that you have some kind of resource with you, just as important as carrying jumper cables or a first aid kit. So I came up this little trail in order to try to find a good shot of that mountain bowl, and I found this. And I believe that this is a weather center. I'm not sure, a weather reporting center or something like that, but I think that this would probably be the ultimate overland job. What do you guys think? Just to like come and check these out, maintain them or something? Well, we made it back to La Casa here in Texas, and it's crazy because it was, I don't know, 30 degrees when we left, and now it's 60 degrees. Earlier I was moving around the camper and getting everything ready. We were going to go on the Oklahoma Adventure Trail a little bit longer, but we decided not to because we wanted to hurry up and get home. We got a couple things to do here before we move the camper to the next spot. So the next spot that we're moving to is going to be the Gulf Coast of Texas, and we're doing that Wednesday. It's Monday today, so we had to get all the laundry done while we got a laundromat. All the bedding, all of our clothes, different things like that. Plus, the black tanks and the gray tanks and all the water tanks have been frozen for like a week. We left with them frozen, and we came back, got everything drained out, checked everything, made sure that everything's good to go on that front, and put up everything, organized everything, cleaned everything, and got it all ready for a big move on Wednesday. It's like a 6 or 7 hour drive. I think what we might do is kind of hang around the DFW area somewhere until Saturday. Christy still obviously has to work, you know, Monday through Friday, so she'll be working all week. So we'll probably hang somewhere around the DFW area, close by here, and not move too far until Saturday when we can make that full journey together as a convoy. Pumbaa is tuckered out. He's done. He's done traveling for a little bit. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of tuckered out myself. It'll be nice to sleep into a nice bed today. It was nice taking a nice warm shower, and look forward to the warmer weather, and I will see you guys next time. I really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure that you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of it, and until next time, peace.
He gonna lean on me, and I'm gonna lean on him. That way we ain't gotta lay with our heads in the mud.